Okay, today we are going to talk about writing a literary analysis paragraph. You're going to need a couple of things. One, you will need to have opened up this lesson in Canvas. If you happen to have paper copies on you, that's awesome. If not, you can kind of go back and forth between the slides. What I have done on this particular presentation is I have created for you the answers that you're going to fill in the other page. I'm going to kind of walk you through what I would like from you today. So let me shift this over so you can see what I'm talking about. Your work today is going to be to fill out a couple of pages. Now, when you're filling out these pages, you're going to be putting together really well thought out, well structured paragraphs. So on this first page, I have a couple thought bubbles. And on the couple thought bubbles, I'm asking you to say, what is outlining and why does it work? I realize that the easiest way for some of you to write is just to throw your words down on a piece of paper. But doing that would be the same thing as the Department of Transportation just dropping some asphalt out on the road and not having any idea about where the road's going to end up. You need a plan, and outlining is going to help give you your plan. So I have the answers to what is outlining and why does it work. For the what is outlining, well, let's talk about that. That's going to be pretty basic. It's a tool. That's what an outline is. So you are creating a tool for yourself that is used to organize ideas about a topic in logical order. Again, an outline is a tool used to organize ideas about a topic in logical order. The next thought bubble that you have is why does it work? Well, the way that I'm going to show you how today to create your paragraph is that this way creates a sequential plan for a written piece. It goes step by step by step so that the order of it makes sense. All right, the next thing that I would like for you to look at back on your paper is the nice little structure template down here. We have a TS, a CS, and solid lines and dotted lines. The TS is for, I'll go back because I want you guys to see what I'm doing. The TS is for your topic sentence. This is going to be a complete sentence. This sentence is going to be capitalized and it's going to be punctuated. And in this sentence, you are going to tell me what you're going to prove in the rest of the paragraph. So I should be able to look at your topic sentence and know what the rest of it is going to prove. For these supporting ideas, if you'll notice that there are dotted lines instead of long, full straight lines. These dotted lines mean that you do not have to have a complete sentence here. You can just put down your ideas. You can jot down ideas. Will you eventually have complete sentences in the middle of your paragraph? Of course, you're going to have complete sentences because that is how we write. But for this, for your outline, you just put down a couple of ideas. Like, I know this supports it. I know this moment from the story supports it. I remember those couple of words from the passage, those support it. You jot that down. Finally, you come to your CS, and that is your concluding sentence. Your concluding sentence is going to help summarize what is here, and it's going to give one last statement for why any of this mattered in the first place. All right, when we go back to the papers that you are looking at, the papers that you are going to be filling out, we now have the answer to what is outlining and we have the why does it work. We also understand that TS is topic sentence, CS is concluding sentence. These sentences in your outline are going to be complete sentences, which is why the lines are complete as well. Your supporting details that go 1 through 4 here, they do not have to be complete sentences. These are just your ideas. This next page is going to have where you are looking at, you're going to create an outline for yourself. You're going to create an outline. And when you create this outline, it's going to be for a giant final product in a little bit. So for this one, you can use sentences that you created in a previous lesson and where we said, in Lamb to the Slaughter, Doll conveys humor by doing something, or he conveys suspense by doing something. So in this in this outline, you get to write in all of these fun little bubbles. So for your topic sentence, you could say, in Lamb to the Slaughter, Dahl conveys humor through, or Dahl conveys suspense through, and however you said that he did this. Now, if you're going to talk about humor, something that's funny, you need to put 4 little places here where you see something that's funny. And you can also put little moments where it happened. You can put direct quotes if you would like to, and all of that would be good. Again, right here inside these bubbles, they do not have to be complete sentences. Down here where it says concluding sentence, you absolutely do need to have a complete sentence. That's going to be your conclusion. So this one right here, this is going to all be straight for you. Now, if you would like to wait a second and complete this one after you complete this middle activity, I understand. The middle activity has you looking at a student's sample paragraph, and the sample paragraph is super basic. It is completely basic. But in this sample paragraph right here, I'm going to have you fix it, make it better, make it more detailed, maybe add some background to each of the sentences. So this one right here, these bubbles, this is for you. This right here is a sample paragraph already written by a student, and you're going to be fixing it. Here are some ideas, ways to fix it. And you're going to put both of the paragraphs, once you have them written, here. Up top where it says rewrite the revised paragraph, this is going to be the already written paragraph from the other student. That's right here. You're going to rewrite this one in this first set of lines. That one down at the bottom, that's for you. This is your original paragraph. Can it look like the one that is the sample? Yes. Should it be exactly the same? No, because it's the one that you're doing. All right, a couple examples of things that you can do to fix this particular paragraph. In Lamb to the Slaughter, Dahl conveys humor by transforming dinner to murder weapon and then back to dinner. Okay. So, and I think transforming a lamb chop, I think that maybe needs to be used instead. This says Mary desperately wants to serve her husband dinner. Well, right here, Mary desperately wants to serve her husband dinner. When? When in the story does that happen? We know it happens at the beginning of the story. So you can add context, as in when this happened, you can provide the context and say, at the beginning of the story, Mary desperately wants to serve her husband dinner. Then it says, but darling, you must eat. Well, I have no idea where that is. And you could say something like, Mary pleads with her husband, comma, but darling, you must eat. And that way you embed that quote, that piece of textual evidence, into another part of the sentence. So those are 2 ways to make the first 2 ideas inside these like body ideas a little bit better, a little bit more in depth. Again, tell me where this happens. Mary desperately wants to serve her husband dinner at the beginning of the story. And then where it says, but darling, you must eat, you can say something akin to, Mary pleads with her husband, comma, but darling, you must eat. So those are 2 ways to help to provide a little bit more context and background information to this paragraph. This goes here in the rewrite the revised paragraph below. Your paragraph and the planning for it from the bubbles, this one is yours from the bubbles, yours shall go down here. Sample student revised paragraph. This one is yours. Okay, guys, if you have questions, please reach out to me, but this is the assignment that we're going to be taking our time on both Monday and Tuesday of this week. All right.